So we are team 2. The topic for our technical seminar is going to be humanoid robots. So before getting started, I would just like to extend a little introduction of who we are. So my name is Susmit Singh. My registration number is 20BVS0018.
My name is Fenil Thummar and my registration number is 20BBS00.
My name is Manojna and my registration number is 20BBS0016.
Hello, my name is Keerthi. My registration number is 20BBS0023.
So with that, let's have a basic outlook about humanoid robots. What are the basic domains that we are going to discuss in this presentation? So what exactly are humanoid robots? Why they are getting so popular these days? And what exactly are the advantages and the disadvantages of them? And what exactly are we going to do with this? Where exactly is the future in relation to these things? So first of all, a very general overview of humanoid robots. So robots that look alike or mimic people are known as humanoid robots. They can also be called androids in certain terms. So humanoid robots basically refer to any being whose body structure resembles that of a human. It resembles a human in both appearance and sometimes behavior. So elaborating on these points, a humanoid robot is a robot with its body shape built to resemble a human body. The design may be for functional purposes such as interacting with human tools and environments, for experimental purposes such as the study of bipedal locomotion, or for other purposes. In general, humanoid robots have a torso, a head, two arms and two different legs. Although for some forms of humanoid robots may only need to model a part of human body, such as human body from waist up. Some humanoid robots also have head designed to replicate human facial features, example eyes and mouths, and we are going to see these robots coming in our presentation. Androids are basically humanoid robots built to aesthetically resemble humans. So the next slide, what are some of the criteria of humanoid robots? So first of all, just a disclaimer, these criteria need not be essential. These are some of the more ideal criteria that are needed in an ideal robot. So first of all, a robot should have the facilities of self-maintaining itself, self-sustaining itself. It should avoid harmful situations with relation to people, property, and itself in that order. It should have safe interactions with human beings and environment. It should facilitate legged locomotion. It should have dexterous and very precise arm control. So now let's have a brief discussion about the history of humanoid robots. So before this brief discussion, I would like to, generate a brief understanding with our audience that where these robots are used these days. So humanoid robots are now used as a research tool in several scientific areas, right? Researchers study the humanoid body structure and behavior under the domain of biomechanics to build humanoid robots. On the other side, the attempt to stimulate the human body leads to a better understanding of it. Human cognition is a field of study which focuses on how human can learn from the sensory information in order to acquire the perceptual and motor skills. This knowledge is used to develop computational models of human behavior, and it has been improving exponentially over time. It has been suggested that very advanced robotic will facilitate the advancement of ordinary humans. Although the initial aim of humanoid research was to build extensions for human beings, the knowledge that we have gathered is being transferred between both biological, mechanical, computational disciplines. So Karel Capek was the person who coined the term robots in the year 1921. 1930 to 1970 was a period where we saw rapid growth in theory of humanoid shapes, electronics, and movements. It was not until 1970s until a practical autonomous robot of this type was conceived and manufactured in Japan. There was a boom in development of humanoid robots from 1980s to onwards. Next in this slide, we are going to discuss a very primitive type of pioneer in this field known as the Wattbot 1. It was made and conceived by the Waseda University. It was the first fun-scale humanoid robot to be developed in the world. It was able to communicate in Japanese, to measure distances and directions to objects using external receptors. It had artificial ears, eyes, and an artificial mouth for effective communication. With this, I would like to invite my friend Fenil to take over the stage.
So the next version of this Robot 2 was released during 1980 to 1984. It was also released by Waseda University. The main feature of this robot was it can play keyboard, and if music sheet is given to it, it can play that also. Next slide, please. So further development in humanoid robots were started in late 90s. Like in 1985, Hitachi's WHL-11 was developed, which could walk one step in 13 seconds. And so on in 1989, Pacific Northwest Laboratories, many also known as 42 degrees of freedoms, were present. In present day, Honda, Hitachi, and NASA are competing for designs. Next slide. So the main question is why they are gaining popularity in this era. So due to given features in this slide, like their looks and feel more like humans, they can be easily integrated in any role applied to them. They can perform tasks better than humans, and they are gaining popularity because they are emerge as superior in science fiction movies and some action movies like Transformers. So these are the reasons why they are gaining popularity. Next, please. So what are the advantages of these humanoid robots? So some of are like they can perform tasks better than humans. They are self-interactive through the concepts like machine learning and artificial intelligence. They cannot be exhausted. You can give them work and they will do it efficiently for a long period of time. They are stronger and tough than humans. They look like human, and they do not even complain for overwork or any work you assign to them. They do their all tasks perfectly. So now Manogya will tell you on disadvantage.
Yeah, let me talk about disadvantages. So it is hard to implement. It's a little bit complex with every function, terrible at performing tasks suitable for wheels, and technologies like gyros, advanced servo designs, not trustworthy. So coming to other disadvantages, like many jobs can be replaced by automation systems and robotics. The humanoid robots will replace many jobs which are actually done by middle class society. Well, we all know that how jobs play a very important role in increasing the economy of a particular country. The price of humanoid robots are high enough that everyone can't own one. One of the common problems tackled in the humanoid robotics is understanding of human like information, processing, and the underlying mechanisms of the human brain in dealing with the real world. If you have these robots doing these everyday jobs for you, you will become too dependent on these robots. So, these are some of the disadvantages. Next slide, please. So here is one of the example of the humanoid robot is Asimo Honda Heavy Hitter. So that is a taller 1 million unit, can go upstairs, run 6 kilometers per hour, and it can carry the things. So Asimo is nothing but advanced stealth humanoid robot created by Honda in 2000. It is currently displayed in museum in Tokyo, Japan. On 8 July 2018, Honda posted the last update of Asimo to their official page, stating that it would be ceasing all development and production of Asimo robots in order to focus on more practical applications using the technology developed through Asimo's lifespan. The name was chosen in honor of Isaac Asimov. Asimo has ability to recognize moving objects' postures, gestures, and its surrounding environment, sounds, and faces, which enables it to interact with humans. The robot can detect the movements of multiple objects by using visual information captured by two camera eyes in its head, and it also determines distance and direction. The feature allows Asimo to follow a face a person when approached. The robot interprets voice commands and human gestures, enabling it to recognize when a handshake is offered or when a person waves or points, and then respond accordingly. Since ESMO was introduced in 2000, the robot has traveled around the world and performed in front of international audience. Next slide, please. So this is another example of a humanoid robot that is HRP4C. The HRP4C, nicknamed Meme, looking humanoid robot created by National Institute of Advanced Industrial Science and Technology, a Japanese research facility. She has a realistic head and face and a figure of an average young Japanese female based on the 1997-1998 Japanese body dimension database. She can move like a human utilizing 30 motors and another 8 dedicated to facial expressions. Meme can also respond to speech using speech recognition software and is capable of recognizing ambient sounds. Meme can also sing using visual synthesis Vocaloid. Next slide, please. Yes. So this is about NASA and General Motors Robonaut 2. A Robonaut is a dexterous humanoid robot built and designed at NASA Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. Robonaut 2 has been working through checkout exercises on orbit following the upgrade. Technology development on the ground has continued to advance. R2 is capable of speeds more than 4 times faster than the R1, its previous version. It is more compact, is more dexterous, and includes a deeper and wider range of sensing. Over to Keerthi.
Next slide, please. Coming to the growth and advancements in both interest and technology, the rapid growth in the technical advancements for development of more efficient and cost-efficient robot models is anticipated to generate ample growth opportunities in the global humanoid robot market. As you can see, the competition between large corporations to build more efficient humanoid robots to serve the nature has been increasing as in today. The humanoid robots can do many tasks that were once were impossible to implement. Now, next task, please. One of such great inventions is Asimo, which was a humanoid robot created in 2000 by Honda. Asimo stands for the advancement step in innovative mobility. In 2011, the latest version was introduced with world's first autonomous behavior control technology. Next, please. The latest version of Asimo becomes more autonomous, capable of continuous behavior without human operation. Asimo may serve as another set of eyes, ears, hands, and legs for all kinds of people in head. Asimo can help the people who are not able to walk or anything confined to wheelchairs. Someday, Asimo might help with important tasks like assisting the elderly or a person confined to a bed or a wheelchair. Asimo might also perform certain tasks that are dangerous to humans, such as fighting fires or cleaning up toxic spills. Next, please. Next slide. Yeah, as coming to the end, we can say that the robotics and automation will offer great benefits to humans in nature. Robotics and automation can as in rapid growth in the technology, humanoid robots can give a lot of help to the humans to serve the nature with great hope and great potential. They can help in defending the country by creating new machines operating with robots. Therefore, the technology is developing rapidly and people should benefit from technology opportunities. Thank you so much for listening. This is Team 2 presenting a presentation about humanoid robots.
Thank you so much for watching.